All right, welcome back. Late start, COSA 1 folks. Professor Almeida here. Happy Wednesday evening, coming to you from the professor's patio. Now, normally I drop these announcement videos on Thursday mornings, but unfortunately something came up for tomorrow, and so I will not be available for student office hours in the Canvas live chat. Now, normally I'm in the Canvas live course chat Thursday mornings from 9 a.m. until noon Pacific time. But again, unfortunately, due to an unforeseen circumstance, I will not be there. So that's why I'm recording the announcement video now on Wednesday evening. Coming up, I'm going to talk about week 2, which is already open and available to you. But I want to begin with reminders on how to get support and, of course, recapping our first week. So let's go ahead and start with the welcome module. If you go to the campus resources page, you'll see the different ways to get support in this class, starting with the COS computer labs. Okay, if you go in person, here are the operating hours for the lab in M229 and also for AA206. If you scroll down, you'll also see ways to contact our instructional assistants. Now, you can also message me privately through the Canvas inbox here, and I will do my best to get back to you tomorrow, that is Thursday. Okay, again, I will not be in the Canvas live chat for this week, but next Thursday I should be there from 9 a.m. until noon. If you need to get help related to LBCC technology and you're working on the assignments from home, here's how to contact the Student Technology Help Desk. Again, you can find this on the campus resources page or on the second page of your syllabus. Lastly, if you need to get tutoring for COSA 1, tutors are available through the Multidisciplinary Success Center. If you scroll down, you will see the schedule. Do check the schedule from time to time because availability does change. Here are the hours for COSA 1 at LAC, and then here are the hours for COSA 1 online. Okay, if you need to connect with a tutor online, these are the hours, or you can go in person at LAC. Again, check this page for details on how to get tutoring. All right, so let's quickly recap our first week here. You do have 3 assignments due on Friday: your Windows 11 training, your Office Essential Skills training, and your Windows and Essential Skills quiz. Now, face-to-face, folks, we had our 2 class meetings. On Monday, we went over Windows 11, and earlier today, we went over Office Essential Skills. Remember, whatever you don't finish in class becomes homework. Online, folks, you're just basically expected to go through and complete the 3 assignments. Real quick, let me show you here. Here's the Office Essential Skills training. I happen to have this open, and your goal is to fill this progress meter to 100%. Okay, you can see that I've completed all the tasks here. This is what I went over with my face-to-face folks this morning. Real quick, let's open one of the tasks just to show you. Okay, so here's the introduction to Microsoft Office. You can also print these pages or save them as PDFs if you prefer. And you'll see to the left, you have Show Me, Guide Me, and Let Me Try. To get the points, you want to go into Let Me Try mode. And by the way, your quizzes in this class will be very similar to Let Me Try mode. With the quiz, you can't show hints, and you can't just click anywhere you want. Okay, so for example here, I can just make all sorts of mistakes, but with the quiz, you only get so many attempts. All right, if you're not sure what to do here, in this case, launch Microsoft Word from the Start menu. You can show hint, or you can go watch in Show Me, or follow along in Guide Me. But real quick, let's go ahead and complete this task. And that's the name of the game, right? Your goal here is to complete all of the tasks. With Office Essential Skills training, there's only 14 tasks. It shouldn't take you very long. So let's make sure that we get this done by Friday's due date. All right, let's take a look at the quiz here. You'll see that you have 10 questions and you have 2 attempts at the quiz. Don't start the exam until you are actually ready to sit down and have a block of time. If you start the exam and let's say you back out of it by hitting the back button, or if you try to refresh the page, whatever score you had up until that point, that's going to be your attempt. Okay, so be very careful with this. Read this carefully. You'll see that There is no time limit except to get it in by the due date. Okay, for some reason I have it here as December 15th, but the due date is Friday. Okay, you do get 3 attempts per simulation question. Again, the simulation questions are a lot like Let Me Try. And then the non-simulation questions, these are your multiple choice questions, for example. Okay, you only get 1 attempt. These quizzes are open book, open note, open web. You can Google for it, but just be aware that once you check this box that you agree, you can't say you didn't know. Okay, so make sure that you block out some time so that you can complete the quiz in one sitting. And again, you do get 2 attempts, and after the 10th question, if you are ready to submit, make sure you submit after the 10th question. Otherwise, you're going to keep cycling back through the quiz. Okay, so be aware of that. I did mention that in the overview page for this week's module. Okay, so this is week 1. All right, so I hope that all of this made sense to you. And again, you have the different ways to get support in this class. Now let's move on to week 2. We're going to be spending 2 weeks together working on Microsoft Word. And again, you want to take a look at the overview page. This is already open and available to you, by the way. I know some folks have already jumped ahead, but make sure you take a look at the overview page. Now, online folks, if you are working on projects from home, right? The skill review projects, you want to make sure that you have a Windows PC available to you. Okay, so you can see that I have Windows 11 running here. You can see that I have Microsoft 365 installed. If you take a look at your syllabus, there are instructions on how to get into Microsoft 365. You're basically logging in with your LBCC account, and it's your student ID number at lbcc.edu. It's going to read like an email address. So if your student ID is, let's say, 01234556, it's going to be 01234556 at lbcc.edu. And then from there, you're going to be taken to the Viking portal, and then you'll go through all of that. Or what you could also do is just log into your Viking portal and then click on Microsoft 365. So when you click on Microsoft 365 in your Viking portal, you'll be taken to this dashboard. Or if you log in through office.com and you enter your student ID at lbcc.edu, you're going to see this page here. To install Microsoft 365 on your home system, you want to follow this Install and More button and then choose Install Microsoft 365 Apps. And again, this is only if you're working from home, okay? And then choose Install Office and then follow the prompts. Face-to-face, folks, all you have to do is just sign into Microsoft 365 in class. So, for example, if you have Microsoft Word, you're just going to launch Microsoft Word and then sign in with your Microsoft account. Again, your student ID at lbcc.edu. So, face-to-face, folks, you don't have to download Office. It's already there on the computers. I talked a bit about that today in class. So, make sure that you're aware of this going into Monday, because for the face-to-face folks, 8 a.m. sharp, we get started with Skill Review 1.1. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at that right now here. So you'll see that we're going to be doing Chapter 1. So again, face-to-face folks, Monday morning, we're going to do Skill Review 1.1. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to link to this walkthrough video. So be sure to watch this video for a preview of what it's going to be like. Again, we're going to walk through Skill Review 1.1 together in class on Monday. And then in your downtime, you're going to work on the Chapter 1 training. Wednesday, we'll do Chapter 2. Same idea. Online, folks, you're just basically going to go through the module one by one, knock out the training, knock out Skill Review 1.1, and then you have your Chapter 2 training, your Skill Review 2.1, and then your quiz for Chapters 1 and 2. Okay, so that's basically the game plan. And then the one last thing we have here is the success check-in. Now, by the end of the second week, I'm going to expect that you either have or will be purchasing access to SimNet. Now, the easiest way to purchase access to SimNet is by purchasing directly in SimNet for about $50 plus tax. Now, if you go to the bookstore, it's going to cost you about $71 plus tax. So real quick, let me show you here. If you go into SimNet, you click on your name and you go to the products tab, you'll see that you have your three options. You can pay directly for about $50 plus tax. You can purchase an access card from the bookstore, scratch off the code and enter it here. And then of course your last option is that 14-day courtesy access. Whatever you choose, you want to make sure that by the third week you have full access to the materials, and you can check in to this forum and leave a quick reply as to whether you have access to the materials. And by doing so, you will unlock week 3 when Monday, November 4th rolls around. Now, if week 3 comes around and this stays grayed out, it means that you didn't check in with me. So make sure that you check in with me before the end of the second week. And on that note, enjoy the rest of your week. Let's make sure that we get our week 1 assignments turned in. And just as a reminder again, your 2 training sims, the Windows 11 training and the Office Essential Skills training, they are a participation requirement. If you don't turn those training sims in, again, it's got to be both training sims. If you don't turn them in, or if you only turn in one or the other, I'm going to assume that you're no longer interested, and unfortunately, I will drop you from the roster. So if you don't want that to happen, make sure that you get your training sims turned in. As far as the quiz goes, if you don't get around to the quiz, I will still accept your Windows and Office Essential Skills quiz late. It'll just have a 10% grade reduction. All right, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. Let's make sure that we get our assignments turned in, and I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.